What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Black Clover video here today on the channel, guys. And today we're going to go over, in my opinion, what I think are the top 5 semi-easy to what you guys should be able to farm for your 6-star equipment dungeons. So I'm not going to be going over units like that are on captain banners or off-banner units and all have rate ups. So all these units, either you can get at least 1 to 2 copies pretty easily as you guys are re-rolling, or you guys are starting your accounts, or are like natural 4 stars. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we're going to go over to the first unit here on the, by the way, this is the Black Clover tier list, made up by a lot of the guys in the Discord, so I will definitely leave their link in the description below, so make sure you guys check them out. They do awesome content. They update this thing like crazy. They already updated the new 5 stars we got last week, so definitely check them out. But this is going to be the first piece of gear we're going to talk about as the top 5, and this is going to be Leo's gear. So this is one of the best, probably in the top 3 for sure, as far as for main piece relic gears go. So you guys see here, to get it, you guys have to get a super success dispatch with Leo at 6-star as the dispatch leader. He is going to be a North leader, so he is going to also be alongside with Black Aastha. So to get this, guys, you guys just have to do a dispatch. So I would recommend, obviously, we've learned a lot in dispatch in the last couple weeks. Is definitely just spam your 15-1 until you get like 20 runs or 25 runs, and just start farming this as much as you can. So the stats here are going to be 1875, 450, and 212 on defense. No speed, no intelligence. So once again, 450, very, very high attack stat, and then some good supporting defense and HP stats, which are also useful. So very, very good on anyone like a Merleona that is going to be in your front row for her ability, or even units like Black Aastha and Leo himself, because of the high attack stat of 450. So very, very strong there. So next, we are going to be going into the Veil of Betrayal. So this is actually going to be the best overall healer equipment in the game, and it's simply because it literally has the 4 stats that us greedy healers want. They want everything except for attack. They want HP, they want defense, they want speed, they got intelligence, or want intelligence, and this has all of them. So Valtos probably is going to be one of the harder ones to get. Him and Leo probably are actually some of the harder ones to get, simply because there's not a guarantee way to get them. It's all going to be RNG if you pull them. So the fact that you only do get 20 sheets per 4-star dupe means you are going to have to pull quite a bit of copies of him. So basically, I think it was 3 copies for a 5-star, so I think you need something like 6. I could be wrong on that, but you are going to need 60 sheets first to promote him to a 5-star, and then you're going to need another 80 sheets then after to promote him to a 6-star. And you have to have him 6-star, excuse me, as your dispatch leader in order to unlock this gear piece. So, but it is the best right now in global healing gear piece in the game. I have mine at 5-star with, I think, like 30 or with like 40 sheets or something like that. So I need like 1 or 2 more dupes to get this, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely, guys, if you guys pull your dupes of Altos and you can 6-star him, definitely do that. It's going to be great for your Mimosa or for your Noels, units like that. So very, very good piece there. So next we are going to talk about is going to be the Black Aastha gear. So this is going to be one of the easiest gear piece to get, because pretty much the rule is right now everyone's going for Black Aastha. So as the goal to get as your first 6-star in the game if possible. People are re-rolling for him, then you guys get your guaranteed copy once you do your 7 steps. So hopefully you pull 1 copy in between that if you guys did re-roll for him. So, but a lot of you guys should have him at 6-star if you guys are piloting your accounts correctly. So this is just an insane hybrid piece, actually, that can be used on either your frontline DPSers like a Merleona, or your tankers for sure, because look at that, 2,500 HP, 225 defense, 300 attack. So a lot of the tankers like Mars still can't do like somewhat kind of damage. So having that attack set at 300 is still good, but the fact that you get that 225 defense and then 2,500 HP is going to be way more than what you're going to get here Then Veil of Betrayal, where you guys see here, massive jump in HP and defense, more than pretty much double the amount of HP, and then a 175 defense to a 225 defense. So an additional 50 defense as well, which makes the Devil's Armor better than the Veil of Betrayal for your tanks. So that's why Black Aastha's gear overall is just super important to get, and you probably want 3 copies at least, just because until maybe you start farming Black Aastha first, and this is what you're using on your current DPSers, it still will work. But obviously, Leo's is a lot better for a pure DPS, like a Black Aastha or Leo himself, because you're getting an additional 150 attack. So, but this still will work. You know, it's still good. And it's going to give your DPSers a lot more survivability than Leo's. Leo's HP here is 1875. So that's why I still say Leo's still good to farm, because of, you know, still gives you a little bit of survivability. Not as high as obviously Black Aastha, but still good. So the final piece is going to be the Hyper Aggro Insane piece of gear, which is going to be from 6-star Mereoleona. And once again, pretty easy to obtain if you guys were rolling for her instead of Black Aastha. So obviously, it is pretty hard to get both 6-star Black Aastha and Mereoleona if you're free to play. So maybe a lot of you guys aren't able to get both, but still, you know, if you guys went the Mereoleona route instead, then you probably are going to be able to get her dungeon unlocked. So why this is for the Hyper DPS, it gives you 200 speed, which is actually pretty insane. That's a very high count. As we look up here on Veil of Betrayal, only gives you 100 speed, so that's double the speed from Bonfire Gauntlet. Now, granted, Veil of Betrayal, the reason why is because you're getting 4 stats. That's why they're significantly lower than individual stat-wise on some of the other pieces of gear we're talking about. So that's why that is. But you're also getting the highest attack, I believe, right now in global for main relics. Is going to be 475, so that is 25 more than Leo's gear piece, and then 1875 HP. If we go back up to Leo's, it is the same HP. So basically, the trade-off between Leo and Mereoleona is for Leo's, you're getting 212 defense, and then for Mereoleona, you're getting 200 speed. So depending on what you're doing, you gotta see, is the defense more important than the speed, or is the speed more important than the defense? I say once we get PvP, this gear is going to be super important, because generally in PvP, in most gachas, speed is a very, very, very important stat. So having 200 speed on one piece of gear is going to be super important, more than likely. So definitely Mereoleona's gear is a very sought after gear. In my opinion, I think 2 to 3 Mereoleona gears, 2 to 3 Leo gears, and then 3 Black Aastha gears, and then having 1 to 2 Veil of Betrayal gears is where you want to end up endgame when you're kind of done. My personal progress, I'm on my 2nd piece of Mereoleona. I'm done with Black Aastha, and then I need to start on Leo next. So that's personally where I'm at. So that's where that goes. Now, finally, we're going to talk about the last piece of gear as the 5th piece, which is actually going to be an accessory, and it is actually going to be Fantasy Feather. So now why this is semi-attainable is a lot of us probably picked Mimosa as our free 100 single 5-star, so probably a lot of us have her as your first copy. And then you actually, shout out to Josh first for putting out an awesome video on this over the weekend, you actually can farm Shades for Mimosa in your special raid missions in the North region. So, you know, it may take a lot of time before you can 6-star Mimosa, but eventually you will be able to do that. So, but that does give you guys a lot of time to focus on your other gears, excuse me, until you guys can get your Mimosa 6-star and eventually get this Fantasy Feather. Now, why this is super good, it gives you Disable Slip Damage, which this is going to be super useful if you guys still have not beaten the Raids dungeon of that massive amount of slip damage you guys are receiving, plus greatly increasing speed. So another similar item we have here to that is going to be the Phantom Scarf, where you gain damage immunity for a set period of time, and then a permanent increase of speed. But, so the thing is, it's just a raised speed. This is greatly, when we go back up to the feather, greatly increased speed. So, unsure what the exact stat points, if it goes off a percentage of your max speed, or if it goes off of a pure stat number. I haven't been told yet what that means when it comes to accessories, or to maybe like a leader ability or something like that. But still, I feel this is like one of the best overall accessories we can get. in the game. You can use it on a lot of different units. You can use it on your DPSers, you can use it on your healers, you can use it on your debuffers. Probably the only one you wouldn't want to use it on is your tank, because your tanks, you're probably going to want something more like the Alliance spell here, because it increases how he's hate is basically he's going to be higher chance to get attacked, and he gets extraordinary defense increase. So that is going to be higher rate than obviously we saw than the greater speed rate here. So, but yeah, those are going to be the 5 dungeon pieces, guys. So the 5 units to focus on is going to be Mimosa, Black Aastha, Mereoleona, Leo, and your Valtos. So you are going to need all of them 6-star. So yeah, guys, that is, you know, it is going to be completely based on RNG, which ones you guys can go after the early part of the game. But Leo is a 4-star, Valtos is a 4-star, Mimosa, eventually you can farm her sheets, and then the other 2 units had guarantee step up. So there are obviously other equipments in the game that probably have use, but I wanted to pick out these units specifically because they are semi-attainable, you know, for us players, even as free-to-plays, if you guys are free-to-play, since you can reroll for your Black Aastha, your Mereoleona, and then the other 2 units are 4-stars, and then Mimosa has a farmable dungeon over time. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video today. If this was helpful to you guys, make sure you guys drop a like down below. Hit that subscribe button. As always, if you guys are new, ring that bell and let me know what your guys' thoughts are of the 5 pieces we chose to review today. And if you guys have a better piece that you feel should have made it to the top 5, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and so we can get the conversation going down there. And thank you guys so much for checking out the channel, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.